I'm Simone, and today I want to share two things with you. The first is a short holiday story called The Gift, an adaptation from the original story "'Tis Better to Give" by Jennifer Yardley Barney. Afterward, we'll leave my office and we'll go into the performance area right here at the Jazz Gallery Center for the Arts and join my friends, and we'll share a holiday song with you by Corey Henry called "Christmas with You." But first, let me read you the story. Michelle knew at age 11 that she was not supposed to be quite so excited about Christmas. She was the oldest of four and too old for such kiddie things. And being in middle school, she knew that she had to keep her cool. But once her mom placed those wrapped presents under the tree, every chance she got when she was alone, she checked each present under the tree. She read every tag and she felt every package, guessing all the contents within, examining each gift so often that she could tell which present went to what person without even looking at the tags. This was her secret tradition, a personal tradition. She started when she was like 6 years old. So for 5 years, Michelle was able to do this and keep it to herself. And she loved the feeling of waking up on Christmas and watching her family look through the gifts trying to find their name. She loved knowing which gift belonged to whom while still trying to guess the contents inside. And sometimes she was on point. Other times she was way off. But it was just as much fun all the same. In past years, the presents would pile up and spill out from the Christmas tree, taking over the whole living room. Her mom would say, "Thomas, you are going to spoil these kids. They get too much." But her dad would always say, "They're good kids, Marion. We work hard and we deserve to spoil them at least once a year." In fact, there was also a little extra incentive thrown in for good measure. Her dad called it midterm motivation. You see, he used Christmas as a sort of midway point in the school year. He figured they would need an extra push. So whoever got the best grades during the reporting period before Christmas received an additional special gift. Michelle and her siblings loved this. And that year, Michelle was the winner. Except it had been a tough year for her family. Michelle's dad had been laid off 3 whole months prior. And whenever her mother looked over at the tree and the scattered presents, she would just sigh. And she warned them, "Christmas won't be that much this year, you know. We're only able to get each of you 3 gifts." Michelle and her siblings were very disappointed, but they understood. They knew that their parents were doing the best they could to make a happy Christmas. Still, Michelle was sad when she realized that there would be no special gift for her winning midterm motivation. But she decided not to complain. So since there wasn't that many gifts, it was easy for Michelle to get through all the gifts and guessings. She didn't even need to keep a secret log. Everybody had exactly 3 gifts. With the exception of her parents. They each only had 1. On Christmas morning, Michelle and her siblings eagerly waited in the hallway until her dad gave the signal that everything was ready. They rushed into the living room and the wrapping paper went flying. They made some attempts to watch each other, but after some time, they just lost control. Michelle opened each of her gifts: a beautiful journal, a manicure set that she wanted, and a brand new pair of shoes. She was grateful and truly loved each one. And just as she was turning to say thank you to her parents, she heard her mom say, "Here's another one for you," and she handed her a package. Michelle looked at it and was confused. She had spent time examining all the presents, and she recognized the one that her mom was trying to give her. and she remembered that it had not been tagged to her. It had been tagged to her mom. That one gift that said, "To Marion, love Santa, aka Thomas." But now there was a new label. It was in her mother's handwriting, and the tag read, "To Michelle, congratulations to our midterm motivation winner. Love, Mom and Dad." "Mom," Michelle began, but was stopped by her mother's eager, joyful look, a look she could not really understand. "Let's see what it is, honey. Open it." Everyone else stopped to watch Michelle open the gift. She tore the paper away to find a beautiful velvet box. She opened it, and there inside was a lovely heart-shaped necklace, simple yet stunning. And on the back were the initials M.W. At that moment, Michelle knew that those initials, although they matched her own, really stood for her mom's name, Marion Williams, and that the gift was intended for her mom. Being an 11-year-old girl, she was stunned. In her world, where receiving outweighed giving by light years, her mom's act of selflessness was incomprehensible. It was a huge act. Tears filled Michelle's eyes as she thought in disbelief about how much her mom must love her to give up her own Christmas so she could still receive a special gift. Years later, when Michelle became an adult, she always remembered that Christmas fondly. It had such an impact on her. And as an adult with children of her own, she could now understand her mom's actions. She was not giving up her Christmas as Michelle had thought, but was finding an even greater joy in Christmas, because giving is truly better than receiving. Her mom's simple act meant the world to her, and it helped Michelle to discover the true meaning of Christmas. Now, let's go in the gallery and join my friends so we can share that special holiday song. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, come on. All right, it's that time of the year that you have your family near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So much happiness and there's so much cheer. And I'm so glad for this moment to have your ear. So sit back and relax and enjoy the sweet sound of Christmas. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. The little drummer boy came out to play. He knows that Santa Claus is on his way and he's excited to spend Christmas with you and to bring gifts and glad tidings too. So Merry Christmas to all and to all the good nights. Hey. And I hope that you take the time to get together and feel alright. So Merry Christmas with you, to bring gifts and great tidings too. And Merry Christmas to all and to all the good nights. And I hope that you take the time to get together and feel alright. Now I know sometimes you might feel a little blue, but what I want you to do is take that Christmas magic and put it inside of you. So now you can have Merry Christmas. And may all your dreams come true. Merry Christmas. And let that love be inside of you. Merry Christmas. Spread good tidings and cheer. Merry, Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy New Year.